My name is Carmen. I'm from Buckeye, Arizona. I'm a professional barrel racer and I have been a school teacher for 33 years. I teach kindergarten. I was born and raised in western Montana. I had 3 older brothers. I was the youngest of 4. I'm now currently married to my husband Paul, who is a tie-down cap roper and a deputy chief in the Buckeye Fire Department. As far as feeding my horses, I use Renew Gold, which I've used for years, and I really like that product. I've had great luck with it. My horses hold their weight, they have plenty of energy on it. I feed them a really good alfalfa grass mix hay. I give Grow Strong minerals, and I'm a big proponent of electrolytes, especially in Arizona, and I give them year round, so especially when I'm traveling, but I'll give them Blue Light by Tex-Mix. I give them daily electrolytes from that. They also have some electrolytes from their Grow Strong minerals. Other than that, a joint supplement, a good joint supplement, I use Flexidin by Equestro. And my younger horses, I'll use Mild Power, which is a muscle builder and helps to repair muscles after hard work. So, but I try to keep it as simple as I can, just as simple as I can. They also have some pasture time if we have, in the summertime when we have grass. Traveling, I try to keep my horses as comfortable as possible. I use cloud boots on all 4 feet for cushion, and the cloud boots are great when you get somewhere, especially if there's concrete or rocks or things like that. The cloud boots will really protect their feet and keep them from getting stone bruised. I also, if we're traveling very far, I use hide suits, which are compression suits. And I have found they work. They really help your horse to stay, so that they recover well from travel, because travel's it's hard on them. Another thing that I do is, of course, electrolyte. I preload them with electrolytes before I head out, and then on the trip, I really watch the electrolytes. I also take my own water. If it's a trip that's not real far, but I always carry at least 15 gallons of water from home in buckets with lids, because they'll always drink their water from home, and so it gives them a good start. Even if you're going to be gone for more than a few days, it kind of gets them to transition to the water wherever they're at. So watering, make sure that they're put the boots on. I also will stop every 4 hours and at least water my horses, let them stand in the trailer. They don't necessarily have to be unloaded and walked around, but if I can and find a safe place that I can do that, I will do that. But most importantly, that they can stop, rest, drink, and then, so those are probably the most important things I think when traveling. Okay, currently my horse is Mandalay's Gypsy Moon. We call her Luna. She is a 10-year-old gray quarter horse mare, and she's just amazing. I got her from a family in South Texas, almost the tip of Texas, and they just raised her from a mare they had, and I got her as a 3-year-old. She was just a coming 3-year-old. She was just broke, and I took her and rode her for 2 years, and I futuried her as a 5-year-old. She did pretty good in the futurities. I only took her to a couple of futurities, but she's just an amazing athlete, and she can win some big ones. So super proud of her. She made it. We made it to the Turquoise Circuit Finals this year. She was runner-up in the Grand Canyon Thoroughbred Association in 2017, and she was voted the horse with the most heart, or the horse of the year in the Grand Canyon Thoroughbred Association, which was really exciting. But she's really fun. I look for her to go big places, and so I'm really excited for her. My conditioning program for my horses is, I'm a real proponent of horses being in good shape if you're going to go compete on them. I always worry about people when they say that they just rode their horse 5 times and they took them to the barrel race. So I think that could be really dangerous for them. So for me, my conditioning program is I do a lot of outside riding, so long trotting, breezing, galloping. I'll warm up for about a quarter mile, and then I'll long trot for 2 miles and gallop for 2 miles. I try to do a 4-mile round trip, and I pretty much 4 times a week, and then 2 times a week I'll go in the arena and I like to do drills, so they're using those muscles, not necessarily work them on the pattern, but I like to do just drills where they're loping around tires, loping circles, working off the fence, just so they're using those same muscles they're going to use in the barrel race. But I really think horses need to be fit if you're going to ask them to go compete. Exciting stories of barrel racing, and the one that always comes to mind for me is when I was a young girl and I had just gotten my card in the WPRA, and it was when you didn't have to be 18, so I was probably a freshman in high school, so like 13 or so, and I was at a pretty big rodeo in Montana. It was called Thompson Falls, and Jimmy Monroe, who was a world champion barrel racer back in the day, and her horse Billy were there. They would be equivalent to Lisa and Louie for young girls today. So anyways, I was so thrilled to see them in person and to just be within a distance that I could almost touch him. And I'll never forget, she asked if she could borrow my back to use on Billy, and I was so excited that she used my back that I was going to never ever touch another horse with it. And she was super kind and really sweet to me, and the twist at the end of the story is I ended up outrunning her, and I won second at the rodeo, and I'll never forget Judy Millimacki won it. So, but super exciting and just neat to see such an amazing lady and such a horse that I have always thought was such an amazing horse, Billy. If there's anything I can leave you with as a young barrel racer coming up, or if you're thinking about getting in the sport, number one and foremost, always the horse first, sport second. These are amazing animals that God has given us a gift to have in our lives, and we need to treat them with respect, kindness, and love. I also want to say, it's hard. Barrel racing is hard. There's going to be ups, downs. You need to embrace the process. You need to fall in love with the process. And by process, I mean the work. You got to do the work. One of the hardest things to do is that Monday morning you got to go out and get on your horse, or Monday afternoon or Monday evening after a hard weekend of not having much luck. So just keep your head up, keep going forward. There's never losing. There's either winning or you just learn. So when things don't go well, you learn from what you've done, and then you just keep your head down and keep going. So